Hi, I'm Vinny, and we chose our presentation on climate change in agriculture. So, Ashley is going to go over what is climate change, who does it affect, our critical question, and a case study in Ghana. So, climate change and its effect on agriculture. So, there are some positive effects, and that is when the CO2 in some plants increase their growth rate and cutting transportation rate leads to water efficiency. So when I first read about this, I wasn't sure what cutting rate, cutting transportation rate was. And it is the water movement through a plant and its evaporation from aerial parts like leaves and stems, as you can see in the chart in this picture here. So some of the negative effects are that the CO2 can decrease agriculture activity. Okay, so here we have some charts, and it's like predictions of how in the future, um, like as you can see, the United States and how its precipitation will change, and then in the bottom we have how in the future the temperature is going to change, and this is all because of climate change. So climate change, it can impact the floods, can have some impacts like floods and droughts, and that includes changes in rainfall, also effects with pests, diseases, quality of food, and nutrition. So farmers have to adjust to all these changes by some. So like let's say some farmers don't have access to water nearby, so they have to build irrigation systems. That way they can get water that's can travel from another place to their place, so that's where they can water their crops. They also make the changes of, so they have to adapt to their environment. If they're in a place where there's little amounts of rain, they have to choose a crop to grow that doesn't require as much water. But if let's say you're in an area where there is, you do get a lot of rainfall, then it'd be a good idea to grow a crop that requires a lot of rain. So I live in an apple orchard, and I have learned about how um, here we live close to the fish hook, no, the Snake River, and I've seen how they've made the irrigation system and how they get water from the Snake River to water these millions of acres that we have here of apples. I also know that we get like the water that we shower with, um, for the laundry, all that water is from this river. So the Snake River is a great asset to have, especially because I believe that without that river, I don't think I'd live in this apple orchard, or if it would even be an apple orchard. Okay, so we decided that our call to action is just to be aware of this global issue. I mean, although it's not affecting us as much right now, and we can't really tell, our future generations will see this change. And I mean, just be sad that, I mean, things are changing a lot right now, and in a few years, like a few generations pass by, like they're not gonna have the same future. They're not gonna have the same, yeah, future like we do, and that's all because of climate change and how much green gases we are polluting